Hello, this is David Dean, and finally they updated the event store with some new weapons. Actually, one is back from the Halloween event from last year, and the other one is a brand new weapon. Before I get into all of that, though, hopping over to the piñatas, we actually have the legendary troll loot truck llama in the store, which is a pretty good one. Let's see. Months worth of troll loot hoarded in one convenient llama. Contains at least 20 items. And a lot of those items are going to be legendary. I would say this is the second best legendary, or second best llama to spend V-Bucks on. The first one being the Super People llama, because that one has the highest likelihood of getting mythic lead survivors. And this one you just get all kinds of good stuff out of. Also, for support a creator, right now I'm supporting White Sushi because he puts out tons of great information. If you want to support me, it's just David Dean, and I am giving half of everything raised to Wounded Warrior Project. I am a 22-year military veteran, and I know a lot of people that have benefited from this organization and their families, so I'm trying to help them out. But getting back to what you came for, the weekly items in the event store. First of all, you got the copper Gravedigger. This thing, it is a good weapon. When it first came out, it was an exceptionally good weapon. That was because of the perks on it were static perks, and at that time you could not re-perk weapons. And so getting a weapon that had good perks on it was extremely rare. Once they did the re-perk system then, it kind of dropped a little bit. It is still a good weapon. It is not a precision weapon, so this is not the weapon you want to do for doing max damage with headshots and stuff like that. This is for shooting center of mass, but it does do a lot of damage. So I would definitely recommend it, mainly if you're somebody who likes to run and shoot. Like I do. When I'm soloing, standing still gets me killed really fast because every range attacker is attacking me. So I run and shoot, and a weapon like this works absolutely great for that. And another reason people really like it is the ammo type. It uses medium ammo, which there isn't all that many great weapons out there that do, so a lot of people are always eating up their other ammo way too fast. So I would recommend getting this one. Now we have the new Rat King. And on the Gravedigger, and even with the new beta testing event going on with Retrieve the Data, I have gameplay videos of those, and I will put them in the description box. And I will be doing a gameplay video on this one later on. It is an assault rifle that uses shotgun shells, much like the Hydra. And actually, let's go ahead. I'm going to purchase that one. Yay! And actually, I want to go back to what do we got for gold? We got enough gold. Let's go ahead and purchase this one. I don't have it on this account. So let's hop over and check out the stats. Then we'll look at the rest of the event store for schematics. Let's see, it starts off, yeah, these are the exact same perks it had from the last event. Like I said, it has crit rating, damage to afflicted targets, crit damage, and causes affliction damage for 6 seconds. So with this is extremely rare that we ever get a weapon put out that you don't need to re-perk the perks, because they're actually set up to the way I prefer using them. You can change elemental type. And that is one thing. And I may even buy a second one for my other account. You can change this out to be nature, physical, water, or energy. It starts off at fire, and I love the graphic on it with the fire. So, yeah, definitely a great weapon to have. Let's hop over to this guy. Actually, when I checked out this stats over at Storm Shield 1, it really didn't look all that great. Pretty much the Hydra was doing better, and there's another weapon, I think it's the Hammer Crush, but it's another assault rifle that uses shotgun shells. And both of those had better perks all the way down except for the range. This one had a 4,000 range, where the other two that fired shotgun shells only had about 3,500 range. So this went out further. So I was really hoping they put some decent perks on this, something unique to it. And let's go see what they actually have on it. First of all, damage dealt with this weapon snares the target by 30% for 6 seconds. That's just kind of an average perk, to be honest. Let's see, damage, crit damage, all of that's kind of standard. All these standard ones. Of course, this is going to be anything. Headshot, let's see. Not too worried about doing headshots on this. Yeah, they got nothing special for the perks. I'm going to have to test out this weapon, but really just looking at the base stats, because it has a slower fire rate than the Hydra, same crit chance, crit hit damage, less damage right off the bat, and it has less of an impact, which using shotgun shells, actually it gives a better score there. Let's go. Maybe Storm Shield 1 had bad information. Actually, get out of that. Go over here. Do I got Hydra on this account? Let's see. Yeah, we do. All right, so let's compare the two. Rat King. Okay. Got to remember my alphabet. And why is it... Oh, that's why. Didn't go down far enough. All right. So let's see if I was right. Yeah. Oh, the Rat King. Actually, these are different numbers than in Storm Shield 1. So forget what I said yesterday from Storm Shield 1. Evidently, they didn't have the updated numbers. So just a tiny, tiny bit difference in DPS. Damage straight out. The Rat King does better damage. And yeah, better headshot damage. Same crit chance, crit damage. Fire rate is slower. The range is better by about a tile. Durability, same, don't really care. Reload time, just a little bit less, and just a little bit more impact. So to me, it comes off almost even with the Hydra. So if you don't have a Hydra leveled up, you may want to grab the Rat King. Let's see, even crafting the exact same materials. So yeah, not too much of an over-the-top type weapon. And actually, do I have the other one? I do. So let's back out of here. This is the other assault rifle that does the shotgun shells. And compare it to that one. Once again, in this case, doing a little bit more or less damage. Damage per shot is definitely better. But Hammer Crush has the much larger crit chance and crit damage with a faster fire rate, actually quite a bit. Like I said, range is a little better for the new one. Reload is slower, and it has better impact. So Rat King is basically a Hammer Crush or a Hydra that does more damage at just a little bit more distance. So there you go. Well, let's get back into the store. All right. Yeah, I was hoping, because I love the name Rat King. That's just a cool name for a weapon to me. And yeah, it comes off as just kind of another Hydra. All right, so what we got in the store? Trail Blaster Buzz, fairly decent Outlander. I'd say a little bit better than average, but there is better ones. I love the Enforcer, and if you're lucky enough to have the Reclaimer, if you're worried about doing damage with your Teddy and the or Shock Tower. But if you want an Outlander that is great at weapon damage, then you definitely want the Ranger. Down here, I actually love double-barreled shotguns in this game. So if you didn't get Dragoon with the last one, you may want to pick up the Copper Shockwave. It is great for taking out when you're getting swarmed by the little dwarf husk, and you can just kill 10 to 15 of them all in one shot. And these things are very, very heavy with impact, so you can go and send Husky Husk flying backwards. So great thing. Copper space pistol, kind of average, in my opinion, maybe even below average. It's fun. It rapidly fires lasers that bounce off walls and effective at long range and can pierce through multiple enemies. Some people like firing these around trap tunnels. So it's bouncing off the trap tunnel walls and through the husk. But overall, there's better pistols out there like the Whisper 45, Piston Spitter, the Dragon, and Bald Eagle. And yeah, like I said, probably not worth it. Always grabbing survivors. And then, let's see. Okay, Fleetfoot Ken, but he's uncommon. And then for some reason with the coins, they always give Copper Deathwing. No, not. I mean, you should have grabbed the Obliterator last time. The one-shot sniper rifle, I feel, is much better. I don't recall anyone ever saying all that much good about the Deathwing, so I can't recommend it. Cozy Campfire is kind of nice to have, but yeah, not that big of a deal. And for those people that haven't heard me on these items over here, Mega Base Kyle is awesome. He is a great constructor for doing big, huge builds. His base goes out 7 tiles, plus everything that walks on those tiles takes electric floor damage. So that is a great constructor for doing big builds. And then, of course, grab these while you can. It is hardly ever we get these in the store. The legendary perk-ups and the epic perk-ups. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that with the beta storms after I finish up here in the store. And then heading on down, Tiger Jaw. I absolutely love this shotgun. It is mainly good at very short range, like 3 tiles out. But at that range, you can burn a hole through a smasher. This is a automatic shotgun. So you will eat up your shotgun ammo extremely fast, but doing an extreme amount of damage while doing so. And yeah, this is weird. Somebody didn't cross-reference what was in the store, because why would you get an epic space pistol if they got a legendary Space Invader over here? Personally, I wouldn't recommend either one, but why have both of them in the store at the same time? Controller Harper, kind of good. I prefer Sentinel. Sentinel, as far as a constructor who specializes in decoys. And plus, now that decoys aren't affecting the Mist Monsters, it really nerfed her. So, can't recommend her anymore. Always grab your legendary survivors, and yeah, grab re-perks. But the last part of this, and I know I'm going on a bunch of different things here when it's usually just the event store, but this is a pretty big deal. If you want gold and great items, these beta storms, you can do 5 of them in a 24-hour period. They just give a great amount of gold, and usually they give something towards re-perks. I was picking up earlier today, it had 2, both slots were legendary perk-ups, and I was at 160 per mission I was picking up. And yes, re-perks here. With all that extra gold. Hopping over here. Here it has the epic perk-ups, which I really need. And it even has the epic perk-ups down below. So I'm probably going to get back on after I post this video and run over here and do this mission 5 times. So I can get all the epic perk-ups I need and not have to spend my gold on them. But and the big thing about this is, like over here at the mega missions, you do it one time and then those top rewards disappear. On these, I can do this 5 times and keep getting these rewards. And then you also get a little reward over here with the quest chain. I mean, 1,750 hero XP when I'm level 95 really isn't anything at all. But the rewards over here are pretty huge. So definitely grab those while you can. So once again, I want to thank everybody who's supporting me in support a creator event. And if you don't want to support me, definitely support somebody. Because at the end of the day, if you don't do this, Epic's just going to give this money over to somebody in Battle Royale or something. And we can't have that. So definitely give it to somebody who's doing videos on Save the World. Really appreciate it. Take care and have an amazing day.